А кто, кстати, будет показывать презу?
Но, слушай, я думаю, на самом деле лучше тебе, потому что я хочу еще заходить и проверять трансляцию, она идет или не идет.
Да, давай, хорошо. Я думаю, продавать или нет.
Так, что ты что-то сказал, Сорян? Ты что-то говорил сейчас?
Не, я думаю,
Мгм.
слух.
Так, трансляция. Важная инфа. Какая инфа? Так. Какая инфа? Какая инфа? Не понимаю, что она пишет.
Слушай, я предлагаю ничего не делать поспешно, да, если мы не придумали стратегию, продаем мы гайд, не продаем, делаем мы скидку, не делаем. Можно ничего не продавать. Мне в целом кажется, что, конечно, здорово будет, если спикинг-клуб будет выводить людей на курс.
Мгм.
И я думаю, что к следующему разу нужно будет нам просто обсудить, что мы говорим про курс, допустим, да. Мы можем сказать что-нибудь типа, там, если вам понравилось сегодняшнее занятие, типа, представьте себе, а на курсе мы разбираем эти вопросы еще глубже, еще подробнее, там, или что-нибудь типа
Так, мы это сейчас можем сказать?
Можно, без, ну, можно.
Так, секунду, я...
Можно тогда сегодня обойтись просто словами, а к следующему разу, может быть, подготовить нормальный, хороший слайд и подсветить то, что мы хотим подсветить.
Окей.
Сделай меня ко-хостом,
О,
пожалуйста.
к нам пришел Жирайр. Можешь с ним пока поговорить? Да, я сделаю тебя ко-хостом.
И я буду писать, как только я стану ко-хостом, я начну писать людям в... А, а,
You are co-hosting Lydia
Hi
now.
guys,
мгм.
Hello.
Hi.
what's up?
All good, how are you?
Everything is fine. There's a little bit hot, but we have a AC, that's why everything is fine when you are at home.
Sorry, wait a second. I have some troubles and I can barely hear you guys. Give me 1 second just to plug in my headset.
Mhm. And I'm just finishing some bits and pieces, sending people the link.
Hmm.
Mhm. I think now it's ready. We're just
Can you
waiting
guys
for
hear
the
me
people.
okay?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Okay. Yep. Katya, I'm not letting any. Okay, fine. I was just saying, no worries.
Sorry, could you repeat
I'll
that?
be, I'll be, I can take care of what you need to take care of, and I'll be taking care of the people in the waiting room, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Hello,
Cool.
everyone. Thank you for joining in. Hi.
Hi.
We will probably give it another 2-3 minutes for everyone to get together. We're expecting around maybe 8 people on this call, so let's wait for another however many there is going to be.
Probably we should just start. What do you think, Lydia?
Sure. Sorry, I thought that there was someone else in the waiting room, and now I cannot see them. Let me that there. Alrighty. Katerina, can you see any more people in the waiting room?
No?
Okay. Okay, then maybe, yeah, whatever it was. Yeah, we can just start. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We are the co-hosts of today's event. My name is Lydia, and Ekaterina, please go ahead and
Hi.
introduce yourself.
Yeah, hello. We're happy to see you here.
Yeah. So again, thank you for joining tonight. And as you know, the topic for today would be, why should we hire you? A dreaded question. Do you guys raise your hands if you, or unmute yourself and just let us know if you've ever been asked this question in an interview? I can see some nods. I can see that Anatoly has unmuted himself. Anatoly, please go ahead.
I never hear this question like why we should hire you.
Oh, you've never had it?
Never ever.
But
I-
But it's an interesting
I think
question.
I didn't hear like direct question like why we should hire you. But I think every HR asks or every manager asks, tell something about yourself, and I think it's the same question.
You have a point. It is slightly, I guess, why should we hire you is a slightly more tricky question, and we will talk about this trickiness and how to handle this trickiness today. But before we begin, a bit of housekeeping, please. I'm sure we're all adults here, and we understand that we need to be polite to each other, but just, very simple rules. If you cannot see or cannot hear anything, re-enter, reload the page, reload your computer, or give us a wave. We will try and handle it for you. Ask questions in the chat, and all together, don't be shy. I guess turn on your videos, participate as much as it feels comfortable for you. Please mute your audio if it is noisy around you. Let's listen to each other and ask follow-up questions, and let's get into active listening mode. And please do not dominate the conversation. We will try and give everyone a chance to practice and speak. So let's respect everyone, however easy or hard it is for them. And I guess with that, we could begin. Yeah, and so what we're going to discuss is, again, just to start with a little icebreaker, we will prepare breakout rooms for you. There's going to be 2 breakout rooms, and we would like you to discuss this question: why are you here today, in the breakout rooms? So one in the rooms, please ask this question, and note down or understand the thing that the answer that stands out to you, something that sparked your interest or your attention. You will have 5 minutes for this quick exercise, and then we will be back to the main rooms, just to discuss what you guys have heard. Make sense? Those are just some questions in the bottom. We're just making sure that you've understood the very first task. So you pass the question around, you're asking around why you're here today, and understanding what everyone has to say. Okay, are we ready to send people to the breakout rooms?
Yeah, sending people to the breakout rooms. Let's click the button.
Welcome, welcome back. Hey everyone. Are we all back? Yep, we're all back. Any volunteers to unmute yourself and tell us a little bit more about what you heard in your breakout room that was interesting to you? What were some of the reasons why people came to the session today? Maybe I can see that Irina is not muted. Yes.
No, as a matter of fact, we have the same problems. We would like to improve our English, to find some new opportunities, maybe abroad, maybe in foreign companies. So I suppose we have a lot of common themes, a lot of common questions, a lot of common problems, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. What was
Got it.
interesting? Yeah, what was interesting? In our breakout room, Irina had a great theory how to answer this question. So it's basically it. Irina, can you tell us your theory?
What should I say? Why we should hire you? Okay.
Yeah.
I see that company has a problem or the question, and I should be the solution for this problem or the answer for this question. As a matter of fact, I should sell myself to the company. I need
Okay,
to,
nice one.
I need to sell myself. Yes.
I guess Ekaterina, over to you.
Yeah. Could you please change the slide? Thank you. Yeah, so we're gonna talk more about selling ourselves. What exactly to do to sell ourselves? Firstly, please take a read and tell me when you're ready. All of these questions, take a read. No, it seems to me that it's probably a bit too much.
The matter is the one question. Why should we hire you for this position?
That's it. Yeah. You don't have to come up with many different answers for these questions. It's just one question, and the answer is you show them that it's a win-win, that you become the part of the company. Probably, yeah, sorry, can you go back, please? I just wanted to ask everyone, probably they have other ideas for discussion. What do employers actually want to know when they ask these questions? Anyone?
Andrei,
Oh,
we
yes.
cannot hear you. I think you're talking, but we cannot hear you. Try again.
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep,
I think,
now we can.
The main point of this question is trying to understand the passion of employees to this position.
The passion. Why do you want to work here, basically? This is what you mean.
Yes, because if you read something about company before meet, you could answer to this question. But if you don't understand anything about this position or this company, you fail the answer.
Yeah, thank you. This is another important thing. We're going to talk about it a bit later to learn more about the company. Anyone else wants to share your thoughts? Oh, probably not. Let's move on.
Cool. All right. Something.
For me, this question was maybe a few years ago, actually, not now, because every time the recruiters create some new questions, like creative questions for employing process. If you want to separate good or bad candidate with that kind of question, it's a little bit impossible, because someone can talk very like someone can sell himself very good. Another one who is more better than previous one can't talk and sell himself. That's why by this question you can pass the good technical candidate and choose candidate who can just talk about or sell himself. For me, for this, I can't understand how to answer this question and know that it's a good answer for in general recruiter. It will be nice for me if you can give me like a general answer in this kind of question.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't know yet how to answer this question properly, but you're in the right place to learn about that a bit more.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's move on, Lydia, and show. So there are some things to remember. The good answer for this question is interesting. If you are not interested, so you can probably not get someone else interested. Another thing is it should be specific for this particular company, not the same answer for every company you are interviewing for. And informed, they need to know that you've done your homework, you know much about them. And let's go to this to the formula. Reason, story, connect. So start with the reason, show that you know what the company needs. Justify it with a story. It's basically developing the reason, the story from your experience. And after that, you need to connect the answer to the employer. Show them that it's a win-win. And now we will look at the example, but first, probably you have any questions? No questions. Let's have a look at the example.
Everything is clear.
Yeah?
Everything is clear. Thank you.
Great. That's cool. That's cool. So it's an example answer for a marketing associate position. So I'm going to just read it. Reason. Well, I saw that there's a big emphasis on analytic in this role and using something to identify sales trends and blah, blah, blah. So I saw your needs. This is what it says basically. Story. He tells something about himself. As a civil engineer, I spend a ton of time manipulating data and more details, as you can see. And connect. So he says again that what he does benefits the company. Now you can have some more time to read the story and tell me whether you have any questions.
Can I ask
Yeah,
how to find this story?
how to find the story
Yeah,
from
like
your experience.
yeah, like what's the better way to find it?
Just from your experience, it doesn't have to be a super exciting story. It's just something that shows that you very helpful for the company. If you have a very exciting story with the numbers, it's great, but you don't have to have it.
I guess just to add to it, we will be practicing the skill in a moment, and it will be like in an imaginary environment, but in real life, imagine that. Imagine you're interviewing for what do you do for a living, Anatoly?
I'm an engineer, IT engineer.
You're an IT engineer. What would be your company of dreams?
I don't know, Google.
Okay, that's the example we took in the next slide, so think about something else.
Maybe Spotify. Yeah, let's say
Spotify, cool. So in real life, think about it. You will do a little bit of research on Spotify before applying or after you've applied, right? But waiting for the interview round. And you will probably start with something very generic, as in like latest earning releases on Spotify, right? Where the company is headed to, what the management of the company says, tells you about what objectives they have for the coming year, etc., etc. So you will start you will start to do your research for like broadly, and then you will narrow it down to the particular team that you want to be a part of, right? How this team, this team feeds into the Spotify org chart, right? Like, what do they do? Has this team been the emphasis of Spotify for the last, say, 1 year or something? What are their immediate goals? Are they an underdog team, right? Meaning they have no funding and they are not promoted within the company, or are they the core focus of the company right now? Imagine like it's a cybersecurity team that you want to be a part of, right? Probably they're the core focus of the company. What is it that this team needs? Or like, you see how you can link like, say, overall objectives for the company and like how what the team is striving to achieve right here, right now. And having done this research, you will probably have some understanding as to what the company needs, who it might be looking for, what kind of specialists with what kind of skills and prior experience it may need, right? And then like knowing what the need is, it's almost as if they published it on their website, being like, hey, Anatoly, if you wish to apply, we want you to excel at this, to know this, to learn this, to do this course, to et cetera, et cetera. And then you think about, okay, so their core focus is this. What in my previous experience can prove the point that I'm a good fit? Did I make it clear?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. But again,
So, yeah.
we are moving on to, trying it out for ourselves. And as I said, Google is the company of choice for today, just because everyone is probably familiar with Google. The reason we asked you who you are, meaning your like what you do for a living, is that we want you to think about Google from your point of view. What is it that Google are working on that you could help with? Let me rephrase it, right? So like, let's not think about why Google should hire you for now. What is it that Google are working on, or that Google place emphasis on, that you can help with? And I am opening a Zoom whiteboard in a minute. And I would like you, sorry guys, give me 1 second. Where is it?
We can't hear you, Lydia.
Sorry, no, it's on me. Where's the whiteboard? When it was here earlier today. Let me stop sharing for a second. There it is. There it is. Okay. Sorry, it's loading. So the question is, what is Google working on that, given your background, given your experience, you can help with? And in a second, I want to hope that the whiteboard will be ready for that. essentially, once it's ready, once the whiteboard has loaded, I would like you to put it on the whiteboard, your thoughts. Say, the example of that could be, just like the example I gave you 5 minutes back, right? I am a cybersecurity engineer, for example, and Google places a lot of emphasis. Okay. For some reason, it's not working.
I can try and make it work. Just give me 1 second. What?
Is it working now?
Yeah, I don't know whether it's mine or yours, but it's working.
Can you guys try and type something in? So you should have a little text button on the left of your screen. Can you see it? Where you can start typing something in. Oh, I can see Jareer. Right. So let me give you an example. Let me first put the question in there. I can see Andre, I can see Jareer. Go, perfect. So what is it that Google are working on that you can help with? Hey, where was it? Why? That you can help with. So that's the question we're trying to solve for. And let me give you an example. Let's say I am a cybersecurity professional. I can help set up the best cybersecurity protection. This is an overly simple example, right? But this is just for us to try and think, like, put yourself in the mind of an employer, think about the issues, given your background, right? Given your profession, think about what you can help them with. What do you know about Google? What are they working on? What is their place of importance right now? What are they investing in, etc.? What are their plans? And if you could draft up something like, I am a X, I can help with Y. That would be really helpful. If you
we
don't know
need
how
to-
to post it, you can either like add it to the whiteboard right here. So just like if you should see a little text button to your left. Either this or just put it in the chat. If it's too complicated, put it in the chat and I'll copy it in for you.
Where is
Oh.
keyboard? Why it shouldn't?
Yeah, if you need any help, just tell us.
Yeah, I want to write, but
Mhm.
I don't see keyboard. It doesn't open.
Uh-huh.
Do you see the little T, like little T button?
No, there hasn't. There have
T that stands for
pencil,
text.
like a stick, like record, undo, delete.
There is an icon with a pencil in the left lower corner.
Yeah, when you
Yes,
push it,
just push
on
it.
it's
And-
open the
Yeah.
navigation toolbar where you have a
Yes,
pencil.
yes. Push
Stick,
T. Push
there,
T.
there have
Yeah.
a T.
T.
You don't have
Yeah.
a T,
No,
little
I
T.
haven't seen. Yeah, that's why.
Then put it in the chat. Don't worry. Put it in the chat. I'll copy it in for everyone. But those who understood how to do it, think about who you are and what you can help Google with.
I'm not sure that the Google is the company of my dream, really.
Okay. Well,
'Cause
stay with us
I-
for this exercise, and then you will get to try it for some other company when
Okay,
you send you to
okay.
breakout rooms.
To meet in line. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I think it was Irina who just said, I'm a project manager, so I can help Google to meet deadlines. Okay, we will move everyone, don't worry. Okay, so I'm a professional in organizing Zoom meetings and ready to assist Google with communications with all remote employees. Whoever said that, I need your help too, as you can see.
It's
I'm a
my superpower.
okay. Okay, we will ping you next time we need to do our speaking club session. I'm a React.js developer and I can help create new features, I guess, in any tool. I know that company need to improve process and solve the problem with, I think that one was not finished, maybe?
Yes, I can to continue my message. Yeah, because I can to edit my
Okay,
text.
don't worry. We can just delete that one and you
Okay.
just do another one.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Um,
Anatoly, how are you doing? You're still muted. You're muted. Any help? Okay.
Sorry, yeah, I didn't finish it.
Okay, don't worry. Oh, that's you. I can develop new. Okay. Would you like to continue?
I can
Would you
develop
like to give?
new features that business requires.
Okay, I finished it for you. I had experience in process improvements and building a great team. Good. Maria, who are you?
I'm a project manager.
Okay. All right. So this is just a very, very quick and easy example of how you can think about it, right? Who am I? And then you do some research on the company, you read their news, you read some earnings calls or listen to the earnings calls, et cetera, and you try and link what you're good at with what the company may need, right? And what the company may need, the way to learn about that is, again, to just read, but also to network with the current employees, especially if you want to get on a particular team, it's always great to network with the people from that team, right? For them to share their perspective. Now, going back to this. Now, in a second, you will have a moment to try, but we know it can be a bit confusing. So knowing what you just put on the whiteboard, please follow, if you have a pen and pencil, a pen and a sheet of paper, or just somewhere in the Word document or wherever it is convenient for you, please just write down several, you do not need to write out the entire story. You just need to jot down a couple of words here and there. So what's your reason? What is the problem in the company that you can help solve? Then what's your story to back it up? What's the story that will showcase that you're good at it? And then the connection. Again, we will give you 3 minutes for that. So please do not write out the entire thing, but just key ideas. What's the reason? What's the story? What's the connection? I'm giving you 3 minutes for that. Don't need to put it in the chat, just privately on a sheet of paper or in the Word document.
Just in case, I'm sending you the screenshot of the previous slide. It's in our group discussion in the review Telegram group. So you can look at the screenshots. Should we set a time limit?
Yeah, I have it. I'm on my timer. You guys have 1 minute and 45 seconds left. So still plenty of time. Don't rush it. One minute left. Ten seconds. Time is up. Okay, is everyone ready? How are we feeling? All of you, have you guys had enough time to write down the story? Again, key points. Right? Because I'm asking you because in a moment we will be practicing this question and you will be sent into the breakout rooms again. And I know Irina has some she has some contempt against Google. But again, stay with us for a second. Think about Google. When you're in the breakout rooms, please ask around, why should Google hire you? Use the notes that you just created to answer this question. Be active listeners. And yeah, and you will come back in 5 minutes and we will discuss some of the answers you had. Ekaterina and me will be flies on the wall, just listening in here and there. Are the breakout rooms ready?
Yeah, sorry, not yet. Sorry, how much time do we have in the rooms? Can
5
anyone
minutes
tell?
again.
Yeah.
We could maybe spend some more time. Let's say 6 minutes because I remember there was one breakout room with 3 people. So let's say I will give you a bit more, like 6 minutes, so that at least you have like 2 minutes, 2 minutes per person. Okay, so is everything clear at this stage?
Sorry, I have some difficulties with session. Yeah. Just 1 second. Yeah, we're ready to go.
Perfect. Off we go. Your time starts now.
Maria and Gerard, can you see the button?
Yes.
Uh-huh. So now it's time to enter the room. Gerard, are you with us?
Welcome back. Anyone who wishes to unmute themselves and share their answer to this question? Or maybe something that you liked in your breakout rooms. Some answers that you liked in your breakout rooms.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask someone from the breakout room 1 with Anatoly, Zhivara, and Andrei share something that was interesting that other person said. If it's okay.
I heard from Andrei that he can connect people with each other from different countries as manager, and he can handle this, and he can help Google with that. Yeah, I think Google has a lot of people from different countries because it's a big company. And that's a good point, maybe.
Yes,
About
Anton.
Anatoly's story that he can create some new features and create some good ideas to the product.
Was there a particular story that Anatoly shared on that?
What did you mean, the particular story?
So let me just get back here. Just as a reminder, and this just takes practice, guys. So if you didn't understand it from the first time, no worries. That's how it is sometimes. So you outline what the company might be interested in, and you say that like you possess the skill or the quality or something else that they require, and you give us a story from your past, a very, very particular story, something that you can start with the words, one time I worked on a project, or in my past, I had an instance when, or there was a time when I had to, when I needed to, when I was tasked with, etc., etc. So you remember a very, very particular, like a story from your past. Let's say, coming back to my example about cybersecurity specialist, the cybersecurity professional, I can say something. I know that Google is very, very interested or like places a lot of emphasis on cybersecurity because Google operates across so many countries and has so many people using it every day. So I place a lot of emphasis on cybersecurity too, because there was a time, or like when I was working at a company X, we had a security breach, and I was hired to this company to mitigate the security breach. When I mitigated it, for example, as a result, we saved like this much of clients' data, or we did this, or we did that. So I'm recalling a very, very particular story, right? And then I built this connection. This is how my previous company learned, and I personally learned the value of strong cybersecurity protection, and I'm eager to bring this to Google, for example, something like that. So do you understand what I mean by a very particular story? So like you remember a like once upon a time kind of thing. Okay.
I think yeah, go on, please.
I think Anatoly reminds us his experience before he answered the question why we should hire him.
It was something connected with medicine, right?
Yeah, healthcare. I worked on project in healthcare project, and I say that maybe Google has some new projects about healthcare or about, I don't know, health, medicine, and I can work on this project with my previous experience and bring some new ideas, maybe.
From my breakout room between Irina and Maria, anyone wants to say something about the other person's story?
I want to let somebody else to speak. I suppose I speak a lot. I should be modest.
Maria, how do you
So
feel
I'm
about?
keeping calm.
Okay, got it. Maria, what would you say?
Actually, I didn't catch enough, maybe, but I heard that Irina using agile approach on her work too. Yes, and she was telling about yeah, that's it.
Okay, no worry. So we will get to practice it again right now. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was the feedback session, but essentially,
Yeah,
Ekaterina,
I
do we
think
want to discuss this?
no, I'm cautious of time. I think we'll skip this for this time.
Sure. So sometimes instead of a very straightforward question like, why should we hire you? You may hear something along the lines of, why are you applying for this position? Why do you want this job? Why do you want to work here? Why are you the best candidate for this job? So we would like you to try and slightly change your answers. Keep in mind, it's essentially the same question. It's basically the same question, just in a different, like using different wording. We would send you back to the breakout rooms. We will mix you up, guys. We would like you to, this time around, ask each other questions, not why should we hire you, but one of the questions that you see to the left. And I'm guessing Ekaterina will put the screenshot onto our review chat again, right?
Yeah. Guys, I just have a small question. Do you have to ask all of these questions now in the rooms? How did you understand it? In fact, you don't have to ask all of them, just one or two. Okay? You will see all of these questions in the Telegram chat, in the comments to the last posting. Just choose the question that you like and ask each other.
And then change your answer to reply to this question, right? Like, so we want you to practice asking a different question and replying to a slightly different question. But you can stick to the same story. So keep the story, practice the story again, because it helps with memorizing the story and feeling confident with your story, but just slightly change the answer. Okay, we will give you another maybe 6 minutes, and your time will start as soon as you are in the breakout rooms.
Can you see your room, Shirar?
Hey, welcome back. How did you guys feel this time around? Was it easier?
For me, it's starting more clearly because I try to create reason using story, like I have the experience and it's similar with your problems and my previous experience and skills I can use for helping your problem, solving your problem, like I mean, company. It's your how you explain it. It helps.
Would anyone else like to go ahead?
I, how do you think HR manager how to HR manager can to understand that we use the same formula for for all of the questions he asking me.
Why
Okay,
would
that's
they?
a
How
Yeah,
many
sorry.
times I can use this formula in the interview, in the one interview?
Ekaterina, would you like to go ahead?
Yeah, sorry if I interrupted you. Well, I think that these formulas help people understand you better. They make your answers more clear to understand. So it's not bad if an HR professional understands that you use them. It's just okay. And you can use them as much as they are helpful for you. Lydia, do you have another opinion?
No, I agree with that. And just to add to that, the more you practice, the more natural it's going to sound. For now, you're following the formula, right? You're like, okay, reason. And it's a bit, it could feel like a bit robotic for you, right? But the more you practice, the more stories you come up with, the more you know, okay, when I'm asked this question, and like what they're really asking is this question. Just like we gave you different options for the why should we hire you question, right? It could be phrased differently, but ultimately it's the same question again and again. So the more you practice, the more you will be fluent in responding to these. And so after like several trials, after several attempts, it no longer will be like, okay, I'm introducing the reason. No, I'm introducing the story. No, I'm introducing the connection. It would be more like, oh, let me tell you about one time when. And I feel this is very much aligned with the company's values because, and what I can bring to the table is, and so on and so forth.
Okay, I got. Thank you.
No worries.
Anyone wants to share? Well, seems like nobody. Let's move on then. We have some feedback, some language feedback. Could you please let me share my screen?
Mhm.
Yep. Can you see it?
It's loading for us. Mhm.
Can you see it now?
Mhm.
Great. So, when I was listening to you guys, I've made some notes. I've taken some notes. There are some bits and pieces. There are nice phrases and not very nice phrases with some kind of mistakes. Let's go one by one. Is it a good phrase or we can change it? Any ideas?
It's not a good idea, I suppose, because we need to suppose meet. It's not about new people.
Well, you can actually meet new people, but it's about this article.
It's about the article. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the article. Is this phrase good or not really? In fact, it is an example of a good phrase. I heard someone was looking for this phrase, like talk well, talk how. Talk eloquently means you talk really clearly. People like you when you talk. So
Frequently.
it's, yeah,
Frequently, maybe.
eloquently.
Eloquently, what does it mean?
In Russian, it means красноречиво.
Mhm.
So you can use it if you like. What about this one? Can you spot the mistake?
I can share my knowledge, not
My
with.
knowledge, not
Without with.
Yes, that's it. What about this one?
Without to, we should hire.
Yeah, why?
Because it's a modal verb. Modal verbs needn't particle to.
Uh-huh. And this is exactly the same situation here. I can be a part of something, right?
Mhm.
This is just a nice phrase. Close-knit community, the community with strong bonds. Cut some water from your answer. In fact, it's just phrasing. Someone wanted to say that this person talks a bit too much. Water in Russian, like много воды. In English, it's more idea of a padding, like a pillow. It's too much padding in it. This is what I heard. Lydia, probably you know other phrases.
Yeah, I would probably say something like be succinct or get to the point. Get to the point.
Mhm. Get to the point. And what about the last one?
To.
Yeah, again, modal verb. I can't ask questions. That's it. Just feedback. And I was wondering, do you remember the last posting in our Telegram channel about a magic pill and Quizlet sets? No? Quizlet sets?
Have you guys had a chance to look at it?
Just a moment, please. Quizlet. No.
Well, if you do, it's just a nice practice to use. Have a list of phrases, just 5 of them when you talk to someone. This is how you remember new phrases.
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you, Lydia. I'm done with the feedback. You can share the
Mhm.
screen again.
Well, we're nearing the end of our session. And yeah, we would like to first and foremost thank everyone for showing up, being proactive, not shying away and like trying to talk. And we know it's not easy. We know that all these formulas that we give you, like let them take some time and they will come naturally to you over time. So don't worry if something wasn't spot on as you would like it to be today. We would also ask you if you don't mind turning the camera on for a screenshot and let us know if you wouldn't want to be on the screenshot because we're going to post the screenshot on our social media. So if you want to, if you don't want to be there, you don't have to.
I don't mind.
Thank you.
Amazing. That's pretty much all of it. We just wanted to say to you that we have a course where we teach all of those things. Essentially, the course is how to pass an interview in English, and we delve into so many more topics. We learn how to answer all those tricky questions and how to navigate, how to prepare and navigate an interview in English. So give us a wave, let us know, message us on Telegram or get onto our website to learn more about the course. And we hope to see you as our students one day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Have a
you
great
very
rest
much.
of your
Thank
evening.
you.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Take care. Ну как ты?
Хорошо, как ты?
Ну да, давай просто отдохнем, потом поделимся
Да,
фидбэком,
да,
что
да,
могло
да.
быть.
Потом
Давай.
разберемся. Жаль, что не было Оксаны, какого-то третьего человека, который нас бы со стороны слушал. Ну
Мгм.
ладно, да. Ну, если что, в понедельник на звонке обсудим.
Мы друг друга слушали. Кстати, на YouTube нас... О, Оксана пришла.
Оксана.
Может быть, она слушала как
Может,
раз
смотрела.
трансляцию.
Ну-ка.
У нас было 4 человека на трансляции. Оксан, привет.
Привет.
Ты что, нас
Как
на
вы?
трансляции слушала?
Я была той единственной в конце, которая осталась на YouTube-трансляции. Ну, я просто не хотела там... Я все равно бы не смогла включиться, короче, в
Мгм.
Breakout Rooms.
Мгм.
И плюсом хотела посмотреть, как трансляция на YouTube вообще работает, насколько там все хорошо. Оказалось, что было слышно, видно хорошо, прекрасно. Единственное, что там, когда Breakout Rooms, типа там просто черный экран, ты ждешь.
Мгм.
Все
Теперь
остальное
понятно.
хорошо.
Окей.
Как вы?
Ну, я, как всегда, у меня есть за что себя покритиковать и быть несчастной, но я стараюсь прекратить это немедленно.
А похвалить за что-то есть?
Мгм.
Ну, на этот раз все было гораздо лучше с дизайном, было куча людей, еще на 2 такие группы хватит. Я думаю, может, им не стоит ждать месяц, может, их пораньше.
Мгм.
Вот. Что могло бы быть лучше? Во-первых, я поняла, что у нас не контрастно, особенно в самом начале, это буквы на зеленом такое себе. TTT все еще у нас страдает, то есть тичеры говорят гораздо больше, чем хорошо бы урезать, короче. И что еще? И мы не подготовились заранее с продающей частью, мы так решили просто сказать пару слов и все про курс именно.
Мгм. А почему так
Возможно,
решили?
ну, как-то показалось естественно, что курс, Speaking Club, курс, почему бы не рассказать?
А про гайд решили
Это
не
мо-
рассказывать?
Это была моя идея. Мне, опять же, мы поэтому, помните, мы начали с вами смотреть, да, как у нас состоит воронка, не воронка продаж, а product roadmap, да, какие продукты, что продают, по сути. И мне кажется, что это чисто мое мнение, которое я просто навязала Кате, поэтому можно, можно с ним не согласиться. Мое мнение, что Speaking Club это такое, как будто бы мок-ап того, как мы ведем себя на курсе, что преподаем.
Мгм.
И поэтому мне нравится, что... То есть я согласна с Катей, они не до конца, не очень много разговаривают, но с другой стороны, зато мы даем какую-то, мне кажется, хорошую теорию. То есть я надеюсь, что они вышли сегодня с каким-то неплохим пониманием хотя бы, что делать нужно. Вот, и как будто бы для меня это такая репетиция, это для них такой sneak peek того, что они могут получить на курсе. И я предлагаю вот давить на это. Может быть, в следующий раз подумать чуть-чуть поменьше давать теории, да, чуть-чуть больше ее прятать, да, как бы немножко заманивать их, типа, хотите узнать, что там, как-то поглубже в эту тему погрузиться, вам нужно на курс приходить. В общем, у меня есть ощущение, что Speaking Club это скорее про выведение всех на курс. Кстати, что мне
Мгм.
понравилось, мне кажется, сегодня была еще чуть больше, может быть, надо начинать всегда с того, чтобы они представлялись и говорили, в какой они стране, но мне кажется, что сегодня было больше нашей целевой аудитории, как будто бы. По крайней мере, когда они рассовались по комнатам и начали все обсуждать, как они хотят работать в зарубежной компании. Я такая, так, ну вот это больше пахнет нашей целевой аудиторией, как будто бы. А это значит, что как будто бы им, может быть, вот уже дальше, когда продать будет не так сложно.
Мгм. Ну, это было бы хорошо, если бы мы с ними продолжили общение, хотя бы в личке, да, то есть, по сути, сейчас они как бы подогретые уже считаются клиенты, и, конечно, хорошо было бы сделать продажи, хотя бы гайда, если бы это был курс, это было бы идеально, либо, допустим, на консультацию кого-то привести, может быть, через анкету обратной связи или личное общение. Все-таки я бы, наверное, уделила хотя бы пару слайдов продающей части. Мы так стараемся, как бы мы там все не раздали сейчас. Ну, нет такого страха, конечно, но как бы не выглядело это так, что вот мы альтруисты, типа, берите всю теорию и идите, как бы, и мы ничего не расскажем про свой курс. Я бы все-таки выделила вот прям отдельный слайд. Мне кажется, что это было в прошлый раз вот ошибкой. Те преимущества курса, для кого он и что они получат после. Вот прям
Мгм.
расписать и рассказать хотя бы это. То есть не надо, конечно, никого там склонять к продаже, какие-то агрессивные техники использовать, но хотя бы преимущества курса было бы важно рассказать, просто хотя бы заикрить их внимание на это.
Мгм.
Это тут точно our bad был сегодня, что мы не подумали об этом. Я думала об этом, но мне показалось, что мы так настолько как бы недообсудили с вами, где у нас курс, на какой платформе, как мы его делаем. У нас так много идей. И, наверное, правильная позиция сейчас — это продавать то, что есть, а дальше по ходу пьесы менять этот курс, да. Вот.
Ну да.
Ну, в общем, давайте обсудим. И действительно, мы знаем, с какой частотой мы проводим эти клубы. И мы думаю, что дальше просто начнем всем рассказывать побольше про курс. Кать, просто мы сейчас не обсудили, например, даем мы скидку людям, не даем, может быть, какой-то промокод. Может быть, всегда давать им промокод, если они
Да.
пришли.
Мгм.
Окей, можно так, да. Все,
Да,
кто пришел
я
на
тоже
спикинг-клуб,
думала.
да, может быть, у них всегда
Да.
есть
По-
скидка на гайд.
По промокоду club, например, или клуб, просто типа по-русски.
Да.
Но, понимаете, это было бы прикольно иметь постоянный промокод для всех участников Speaking Club. И, наверное, им бы даже уже начали сегодня пользоваться, но мы технически не сделали на сайте. Во-первых, я сегодня, короче, искала подрядчика нам на то, чтобы автоматически имейл приходил с гайдом клиенту после оплаты. Вот я пока не нашла никого, даже на виду никого нет. Женя там завис, короче, опять. Я ему написала, он сказал, посмотрит, и все, он пропал на неделю. Поэтому было бы идеально нам найти спеца, который нам вот это сначала сделает, и второе, ввел бы промокод постоянный, и мы бы его
Мгм.
как раз на каждом клубе давали.
Да, именно, да. То есть у нас
Ну,
чуть-чуть
как-
недоработана техническая часть, и поэтому, в общем, мы немножко стопоримся. Сори, Катя.
Да.
Я
Мгм.
подумала, если мы хотим дать промокод на курс, то все равно продаж будет немного. И знаешь, я так рада буду получить заявку, что я готова ручками заменить эту автоматизацию промокода. Может, я им напишу в личку, я им дам вот эту опять фидбэк-форму и напишу, что у них до какого числа скидочка. Вот как?
Давай. Сможешь так
Ка-
сделать, да?
Какую даем скидочку?
10%?
У
Окей.
нас еще 45 тысяч стоит курс. Или какой ты курс имеешь в виду?
М.
Про какой тариф
Ну,
говорим?
мы можем сказать, что мы ждем группу. Группа-то не набралась. Если вы хотите групповой, прям строго, то вы ждете набора группы. Она стартует, может быть, через месяц. А если вы хотите индивидуально, ну, там он не сильно дороже на самом деле.
Может, на консультацию скидку?
Кстати, да, это будет же им проще купить.
Да, потому что это разовая штука, вообще ничего, ни к чему не обязывает.
Мгм.
Окей, ну что, 10% тоже, да?
На часовую консультацию можно просто 1000 скинуть, не 6 тысяч, а 5.
Мгм.
Мелочь, а
Можно так, да.
приятно.
Да, хорошо.
Кать,
Я
ты
так
тогда
и-
свяжешься, да, со всеми?
Мгм.
Отлично. Вот было бы, знаете, что идеально еще, помимо анкеты обратной связи, либо что-то одно у них попросить, чтобы сильно много времени их не занимать. Вот как действуют еще при промоушене какого-то события, да, постят отзывы, типа как
Мгм.
там кому-то понравилось. Вот
Мгм.
чтобы человек прямо сообщением в телеге написал, типа спасибо, там на было то-то, то-то интересно, короче, чтобы он прям сообщением в телеге прислал свой фидбэк. Вот,
Кажется,
это
нам
было бы
отзывы
хорошо.
важнее, чем анкеты, честно говоря. А вам
Да,
как?
да. Пусть
Мгм.
просто сообщением. Пусть кто-то хочет аудио, пусть аудио мы расшифруем. Хочет видеокружочек, пожалуйста. Хочет текстом,
Мгм.
пожалуйста. Хоть
Мгм.
пару слов.
Мгм.
Вот.
Мгм.
Потому что мы это потом можем использовать. Короче, что еще я хотела сказать? У меня просто 4 минуты, я дальше убегаю.
Мгм.
Мне показались очень ценными комментарии, именно вот комментарии дискуссии, которые разворачивались между слайдами. Мне кажется, это было самое интересное. Ну, то есть та инфа, которая на слайдах стопудово, она тоже важна. Но вот то, как раз какие вопросы они задавали, и то, как вот Лида с Катей, как вы вместе это раскрывали, мне кажется, это очень классно.
Мгм. А
Это
может
то, что вот
поподробнее?
они...
Это что именно как раз было, например?
Блин, сложно сейчас вспомнить какой-то пример.
Ну, например, когда девочка
наверное.
Маша спросила, типа, и то, что HR вычислят, что ты используешь эту формулу, да, и что, это хорошо или
Да,
плохо?
А,
да. Типа
да,
такого.
конечно, да.
Я
То, что они
согласна с тем, что... Да, я согласна с тем, что Student Talking Time у нас такой же остался пока. Надо его как-то увеличивать. Но, с другой стороны, никак не сократишь количество вот этой теории, которая, ну, типа, если ты ее не дашь, они плохо делают задание или что-нибудь такое. Тут, короче, надо какой-то баланс все еще искать. Вот, у нас его нет. Zoom Board, там технические шоколадки какие-то были с ним, но это тоже норм. Для меня это вообще как бы норм, то, что я смотрела. Мне кажется, в следующий раз просто всех переводить сразу в чат, чтобы не тратить на это время. Вот,
Ну,
что
как
скажете?
это?
В смысле переводить? Чат.
Ну, типа,
Что
пусть
они в
они
чат
вот
пишут?
твой contribution какой-то, они там примеры должны написать про себя, пусть они просто в
М,
чат сразу скидывают, и
мгм.
все.
Вместо зумборда.
Да, мы
И
это, да,
еще,
господи.
да, еще мне не понравилось, знаете чего? Они на instruction checking questions ни разу не ответили. Мы типа ждем 5 секунд и сами отвечаем. Потому
Да.
что они просто замьючены и не хотят говорить.
А потом они
Ну,
все
тут
равно приходят и все равно совершают ошибки в breakout room, все равно начинают немножко не на тот вопрос отвечать. Ну, тут я думаю, что... Мы же приходим, то есть я все время поправляла их. Такая, нет, сейчас отвечаем на этот вопрос. Нет, сейчас это обсуждаем.
Мгм.
Мне кажется,
да.
они все равно все немножко такие, поэтому все равно хорошо, что мы там, и мы им говорим, так, еще раз повторяю для тупых, делай сейчас вот это.
Да, но Лида очень мягко такая сказала: ну ладно, вы ничего не поняли, давайте вернемся на один слайд назад, это давайте повторим еще раз, вы должны рассказать историю. Это нормально, да, так бывает.
Ну вот это тут, я понимаю, мне кажется, вот поэтому сложно, наверное, баланс между теорией и практикой нащупать, потому что я понимаю, что не с первого раза это все заходит. Вот этот же Раир, который был сегодня, это он же мне сегодня утром писал, и он мне присылал скрины, как я вам сказала, со своего LinkedIn. Я вижу, Оксана, что у тебя осталось быстренько. И там, блин, все скрины, они вообще не про компанию, не про позицию, они такие... Вот, я увидел позицию, она мне нравится, вот мое резюме, пожалуйста, передайте его HR-директору. Отвечаю, вот так. И как бы,
Мгм.
я не шучу, я могу переслать скрины. И поэтому, естественно, вот такого человека перестроить ему, перепрошивку сделать, что нужно, это не про тебя, дружочек. Всем пофиг на тебя. Всем важно, что ты принесешь, как ты решаешь их проблемы. Поэтому, естественно, такой человек будет долго врубаться в то, что нужно. Вот, поэтому сложно найти баланс. Это не значит, что нам нужно прекращать это делать, но сложно найти, конечно, баланс между теорией и практикой.
Да, ну и, конечно, судя по тому, как Жавир отвечал, есть некоторая каша в голове. Он очень
Да.
любит поговорить, насколько я поняла, и очень много воды, там надо прям разбираться. А, кстати, откуда он?
Не помню
Кто-то
откуда.
знает?
Я смотрела CV, там не сказано откуда. Ты не помнишь, какой там универ закончил?
У него нет высшего образования.
А.
Я думала, Оксанин вопрос про то, откуда он к нам пришел.
Откуда он к нам
Или откуда
пришел?
он вообще.
Знаете, что прикольно он сказал? Я не первый раз уже это слышу. О том, что вот возьмут спеца на работу, который себя красиво продаст, а у него нет хардов. А есть хороший специалист, и он не умеет про себя говорить. И вот, типа, он залажает. Это можно развеять как миф. Ну, типа, даже если вы айтишник, и даже если вам сложно продавать себя, все равно этому нужно учиться, потому что это ваша визитная карточка. И
Это как
как
будто бы
бы
даже
не
может
стоит этим
быть,
прикрываться.
как будто бы это может быть, помните, мы обсуждали, так, сейчас, Оксана, допустим, помните, мы обсуждали, типа, сделать контекстную рекламу, типа, unfortunately, we regret to inform you that, и там, что мы вашу заявку отклоняем, как будто бы вот это тоже про боль, с которой можно начать какую-то продающую часть. Типа, устали слышать, устали видеть, что на работу опять взяли какого-то балабола, а не специалиста. Ну, как бы надо, конечно, помягче сформулировать, но, типа, да, как бы, это про то, что поиск работы – это всего лишь навык, и все.
Да, и вот со скрином, конечно, мы их не будем использовать, те самые скрины, но это же тоже для контента пойдет. Типа дать какие-то там фейковые скрины. Здрасте, мне нравится ваша компания, вот моя CV. И типа насчет этого сделать шуточку какую-то там.
Да,
Вот,
можно.
вот, собственно, почему вас не берут. Типа, я ищу работу, там, не знаю, год, так же я. И скрин.
Прикольно. Можно. Можно Ишку попросить просто переделать. Все, мне надо бежать, девочки, спасибо огромное. Мне вообще в целом
тебе.
круто, мне кажется, круто. Ничего больше не скажу, я уже все детали уже раскрыли. А если что-то еще обсудите, то в чатике мне напишите, ну.
Окей.
Все, давайте, пока-пока.
Ладно.
Хорошего
Наверно,
вечера.
Пока.
Вам тоже.
Ладно. Давай пойдем отдыхать, наверное, да?
Да, пойдем, пошли.
Всё, спасибо.
Хорошего